Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be evolving my second Meltan into Melmetal. Why am I going to do this? Because I want one in the Great League. Now, am I going to be using this in the Boulder Cup? Because the performance is fantastic, which we're going to be taking a look at quite a few different battles using this nice beast that I'm going to have here in the Great League to see how well it performs up against various different Pokemon. The ones that I'm going up against aren't necessarily Boulder Cup eligible. They're just a bunch of various different Pokemon that he wanted to test out himself as well. I was quite amazed. I already had an idea that the Rock Slide charges fairly fast with the Thunder Shock, but I was personally able to experience it myself, and what I seen was quite amazing. This thing is a little bit OP. Alrighty, so we're over here on the Game Press. I will be leaving a link in the description so you can check out all the stats of any Pokemon that you want. Let's go ahead and go over Melmetal here. Max CP 3,599, attack 226, defense 190, stamina 264. So it's going to be weak to fire, fighting, and ground, being a pure steel type. Now let's go ahead and look at its moves here. We have Thunder Shock only for the quick move, and that is it. Alright, so now let's go ahead and look at the charge moves. We have Thunderbolt, Rock Slide, Flash Cannon, and Hyper Beam. Personally, I'm going with Rock Slide. I was lucky enough to just receive this upon evolving, so that's a plus. Are you going to want to purchase a secondary move? Well, maybe eventually once you've unlocked or caught a bunch of Meltan through your box and you're stacked. Although you're going to have to pay 100,000 Stardust, that's up to you. Do you really need it? I mean, you'll have the option for Thunderbolt or Flash Cannon on the side. You don't really want to go with Hyper Beam, personally. How can it benefit you for Thunderbolt? Well, I mean, if there's water types out there, that's pretty much it, right? Rock Slide is going to do the same thing that Thunderbolt can to some degree. Then you have Flash Cannon, which is going to be strong against those Fairy and Rock types, okay? And yeah, I mean, you can go for it, but worth the 100,000 Stardust? I don't really know. As far as, do you just want Flash Cannon? Yeah, not really. You're going to want to go with definitely Rock Slide for sure. That's just me personally, my experience going up against other trainers and personally using it myself. It's been working fantastically. Now, if you're entering the Boulder Cup, which moveset do you personally want? Seeing that there's going to be Rock, Steel, Ground types, all of which are not going to be taking very much damage from Rock Slide whatsoever, right? You have the option to go with Flash Cannon, which is going to be super effective to the Rock types, and that's pretty much it. You have Thunderbolt, which is going to deal neutral damage to pretty much all of that, except for not very effective to ground. When you go up against fighting, at least you'll have something there. Rock Slide is not going to be doing very much damage to those pure fighting types, or dual fighting types for that matter. So that is something to think about right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and discuss these PvP battles. They're not going to just be revolving around Melmetal. We're also going to be looking at other Boulder Cup Pokemon possibly that you can use. So we're looking at Breloom. It's been putting in massive damage with that counter. Did you see that? Counter Dynamic Punch and Bullet Seed is what you're going to want to go with. Now, let's look at this Melmetal. Let's see how quick that Rock Slide can charge up. At this point, I was like, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to stack it to see what I can do. Moltres is out there. He has one shield left, all right? So there goes the shield. And obviously, this is going to be a one-shot, and there goes the Moltres. And that is also a plus, is you're going to be super effective with that Rock Slide against your weakness, and that is going to be Fire type, depending on the secondary typing that Fire type is. Now, we're going to go into the second battle here. Don't mind the horrible moves that we have on our Pokemon. Yes, the Flygon should have ground moves, and the Nidoking should have, pretty much that's what it should have. Unfortunately, it does not have the best charge moves around. Mega Horn, Sludge Wave, and Earthquake. I just was testing it out just for the heck of it to see the performance, because I had one that was going to evolve perfectly into the league, because that's another option to go with into this Boulder Cup. You will be taking reduced damage from rock types and as well as fighting. Now, another Pokemon for the Boulder Cup that will be taking reduced damage from fighting types is Toxicroak, as well as having a ground move, which can be proven very useful. Although, if you're going to use that, it's probably going to be weak to fighting as well, so meh. And down goes the Toxicroak to the Soul Rock, and comes the Melmetal. So let's see what we can do here. We're just having a little bit of lag, just tapping the screen all over just for fun. So the Rock Slide charged fairly quick. It's not going to be very effective. It's just neutral damage there, rock to rock. So we're just going to keep on going here. Let's see what he has. Rock Slide, not very effective. Did a decent amount of damage there, but still was able to take it. So think about that when you're in the tournament, taking other rock type moves. Now, you will be very vulnerable to fighting type Pokemon, so I don't know if it's going to be your best option. Still contemplating whether or not I want to use it. Just because I evolved it into the Great League doesn't mean I'm going to go in there with it. Now, Medicham. This is going to be one of the MVPs for the Boulder Cup for sure. Ice Punch and Dynamic Punch. And for the quick move, you're going to have Counter. Extremely fast. You could go with Psycho Cut, but honestly, I think you should go with Counter. It just tears into the opponent so quickly. This one that we're looking at is a 100. Now, he does have a Marsh Stomp out there, which let's see how much damage it takes. Okay, it held up quite nice. And just to let you know, Marsh Stomp is going to be doing a little bit better than Swampert in this category for the Great League. Okay, so in comes the Lapras, and I'm just going to hit it up with Counter. I didn't mean to do Ice Punch. Hey, forgive me. Honestly, I just went for the first move that I can do before I fainted. So in goes the Melmetal. We are going to have that quick move that is going to be super effective. Experiencing a bit of lag again. Rock Slide, which is going to be also super effective against Lapras. And he blocks the first one here. Then let's see how quickly we can get our Rock Slide up. And we're just going to take that Blizzard because I just wanted to see how much it would do. And Rock Slide, and down it goes. So, I mean, Melmetal is a pretty solid Pokemon, folks, if you're looking to invest in it and want to try it for PvP. So the Melmetal is a pretty solid investment for sure. I'm happy with it. So we're going to be looking at more gameplay of that. But first, look at the Mawile, and that is currently Bite. The quick move, yes, is Bite. So that does tear into your opponent quite nicely. Is it going to be good for this tournament specifically? I don't know, guys, because fighting types take reduced damage from dark type moves, which that's what Bite is. So I don't really think you should go in there. It's going to be also weak to ground types, and there's going to be a plethora of those throughout the whole tournament. So you got to look out for that. So Mawile, good for PvP, good for Boulder Cup, not really. Okay, so just remember that. Donphin is going to be another fantastic option that you can go with for sure. All right, we've already been over that. Counter, Play Rough, and possibly Earthquake. You don't really need Heavy Slam. I guess it could perform okay if you're going up against a rock type Pokemon, but you have Earthquake for that and also Counter. So Melmetal winning again up against the Kangaskhan and just going to town. Now we have a fun battle here. We have a Munclax. Yeah. So this one is going to be right there, perfectly powered up for the Great League. Going up against a Rhyperior. Now I haven't TM'd any of the charge moves to get Surf yet, so it does leave me a bit vulnerable for some time. But look at that quick move, how fastly it tore into my Rhyperior. Not very effective with the Body Slam and still taking me down. Obviously, I could have helped my Rhyperior win the battle a little bit better, but I wasn't trying to protect it that much, right? So Munchlax, pretty awesome Pokemon. If you have one, give it a shot. It's pretty funny if you don't have a Legacy Snorlax with Body Slam. Now in comes the Azumarill, and we're going to be using Medicham. Everything we have is not very effective, so we're in a bad situation here, but that's okay. We're not trying to die hard win. We're just giving these Pokemon a test. Okay, so in comes the Melmetal up against the Azumarill. Let's see what we have here. Oh, it did a pretty good amount of damage. That Thunder Shock is going to be super effective. And I do decide to block this because I already knew it would do a decent amount of damage with that Hydro Pump. So we have the Munchlax back out here. Now let's go ahead and hit it with the Rock Slide and get it out. Now what do we have? Oh, the Drapion. This is actually a good little setup in battle I wanted to see, as a matter of fact. Drapion is going to be a fairly decent Pokemon for PvP for sure, having one weakness, which is going to be ground. Now I'm going to continuously hit it up with that Rock Slide, charge it up quick with that Thunder Shock before he can get off his, and just hit it hard, and there it goes. Rock Slide, look at that, so fast on the Melmetal. Skarmory, here we go, guys, is going to be absolutely fantastic for the Boulder Cup, but there's something you need to remember. It can prove to be a great Pokemon and asset to your team. Also, it can really mess you up. If you throw it into the battle at the wrong time, up against the wrong team, you'll get walled to no end and just get stomped, all right? Let's go ahead and go over Skarmory stats over here on the Go Hub. It's going to be a Steel and Flying type. This is going to be your fighting type counter for the Boulder Cup, folks. So we have this, and then Gliscor, which is also going to be great as well. This one's going to reach a max CP of 2,108, attack 148, defense 226. That is fantastic. And stamina 163. This is going to be weak to electric and fire type, and that is going to be it. All right, so not two available typings in this tournament. So something to think about right there. But also another thing you need to note is you can get walled, like I just mentioned, because of the moveset it has. It's going to be resisting bug, grass, poison, fairy, dragon, flying, ground, normal, psychic, and steel types. So a few of the typings that you will be seeing in that tournament. Now, this is the important part, and that's going to be the movesets, because it can really make it or break it for you depending on what you pick. Seeing that this is going to be your fighting type counter, you're more than likely going to want to go with Air Slash. That's going to be doing a decent amount of damage to those fighting type Pokemon, no matter the dual typing. I would say going up against a Breloom, you're going to absolutely demolish it, because that's going to be grass and fighting is going to have a double weakness to flying type Pokemon. Alright, you have Steel Wing, which will be super effective to the rock types. Maybe rock and ground mix there. You have your Rhyperiors and a few others. But for the most part, a lot of steel types out there, they're going to be resisting this. So you're definitely probably not going to want to go with that. Air Slash is going to be your best bet, period. Alright, then for the charge moves, you have Brave Bird, Sky Attack, and Flash Cannon. You're going to definitely want Sky Attack. You have a double charge move with low energy gain continuously happening, burn out their shields, and then tear into their health. Now for a little bit of coverage, I suppose, plus stab at a decent amount of damage, say you're going up against a rock and ground type Pokemon or anything that's just not taking very much damage from flying types. And if you're going up against another steel type Pokemon, this is not going to be very effective either. So best case scenario is another rock type, and you'll be able to deal super effective damage as opposed to not very effective with your flying types there. Flash Cannon is a single charge move, so it will take you a little while to finally charge it up, but once you do, it's going to deal massive damage if they do not block, obviously. So Skarmory for the Boulder Cup is going to be a fantastic fighting counter Pokemon to go in there with. You just need to look out for the electric and fire typing, which is not going to be super readily available. There are a few Pokemon out there that are going to be able to help you counter it, which we have went over before. If you watch, you already know. So there you have Skarmory looking absolutely fantastic for the Boulder Cup. So there you have it, trainers, a few more types that you may want to consider for the Boulder Cup. Now, I'm still contemplating whether or not I want to transfer this into Pokemon Let's Go. I'm pretty sure I will, so I can use it online and get that nice exclusive move, Double Iron Bash. As to why I did not get it in Pokemon Let's Go, I'm not too sure. Maybe they wanted Metagross to keep its status and not be pushed aside, because it currently is the best steel type. And if it did receive Double Iron Bash in Pokemon Go, this one right here, it would be giving Metagross a run for its money for sure, because currently it's sitting at one steel type move for the charge, and that is Flash Cannon, which is not that great, right? So there you have it. And then I have my beautiful one for the Great League. Very happy I did that, right? I did not invest any rare candies, but I was thinking about putting more so I can get it a secondary move. But then I got to thinking, and I'm probably just going to wait until I open up my Meltan box again and collect more candies, because there's really no point to invest in the secondary move immediately. So remember, Skarmory is fantastic. Kind of wanted to keep that a secret, but it's out now. So, yep, go out there and give it a shot, test it out. I've used Skarmory before, and wow, the performance has always been amazing. As long as you don't have the weaknesses out there, electric and fire. So with that said, trainers, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, and I'll be catching you all next time with a Sinnoh video regarding another evolution, because I am currently, let me show you really fast here, guys. Ooh, it's looking real nice. I have 4 Sinnoh, and I have every Sinnoh evolution, including multiple. Now, I'm not trying to brag or nothing, I'm just trying to let you know. Another thing we can go over really quick, I suppose, and that is going to be, not my friends, sorry, the new items. All right, now we have the first jacket, which is going to be looking super awesome. I would personally wear this in real life, and that is going to unlock when you have gold in the Ultra League for PvP battles, okay? So can't wait to unlock that. I should have had it by now. I don't know, I'm kind of slacking. And then you have this one here. Okay, I'm just not a fan of sleeveless shirts, you know, if you get my drift. This one it's okay. It's looking nice. We'll go ahead and look over what you need to do to get these here in just a moment. So there you have the tops. Now for the hats, you have this new earpiece here. It's okay. All right. We got an earpiece before. Hairstyles, beards, or any sort of face customization. Okay. Okay. Now for the pants, we have, here are these again. I need to unlock Ultra League Gold, of course, for these. And it's kind of conflicting there with my Team Rocket belt band. A lot of the clothes are just kind of overlapping and glitchy. I don't understand why they just don't fix that. like the visual is horrible on some of these. But yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'm just letting you know. I'm sure all of you know as well. And then we have the Peter Pan shoes. Look at Peter Pan. No, I'm not hating or nothing like that. The boots look great. It just they remind me of Peter Pan for some reason. All right, anyway. And then we have these ones here. All right, those are pretty cool. I like those. They remind me of basketball shoes, I think. And then you have the other ones that I am yet to unlock. Okay. So there you have the shoes there. Looking pretty nice. Not bad. Good selection. And then you have the gloves, which these are the ones that I purchased. I like those kind of, so I got them. Right. Excellent. And then if we go to the female, let's go ahead and see what we have here. No, female. There we go. Let's see what they look like for them. Let's see here. Oh, I like this. Very nice style. Interesting. All right, let's see what else they have since that one looks so different. And then, okay. I like the hoodie. I like hoodies that go around your neck, even personally for my style when I wear my clothes in person here. And then there's that. And I don't know, we can go over all the tops and items here. Did they have the same earpiece? I would assume it's the same. Why would it be different? Okay, I'm sure you could figure that out. We'll go back to my character here. And now let's go over the medals really fast. I know I said thank you for watching, traders, a long time ago, but let's just take a look and see before I let you guys go here. So for the Ace Trainer, you need to have 1,000 for that vest. Okay, and for the rest of them, I've yet to unlock this. For the vest, and yeah. But if you go to the silver and then the bronze, you don't unlock any for the bronze, just the silver there. There's the top, and then the top and the shoes. All right, there's the earpiece and the gloves for the Great League. All right, traders, so there you have it. New avatar items. Looks pretty good, and I am slacking. I should be wearing that teal jacket already. So anyways, thank you for watching, trainers, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.